Hello, viewers. Welcome to Yellow Joe's YouTube channel. Today, I'll be discussing heavy metal and some of my favorite heavy metal albums or hard rock albums, however you decide to view it. Anyway, I'm making this because on Saturday, which will be February 13th, marks the 40th anniversary of the very first heavy metal album. That album being Black Sabbath's self-titled Black Sabbath. It came out February 13th, 1970. Right now I'm listening to NIB from said album. Black Sabbath definitely designed, crafted heavy metal. Every metal band you hear, Megadeth, Metallica, Slipknot, Cradle of Filth, Cannibal Corpse, they all come from these sounds of Black Sabbath, the sounds of Iommi's guitar, the hollowing vocals of Ozzy Osbourne, the drippy sounds of Geezer on bass, and the thunderous drums of Bill Wood. Anyway, so throughout the time, metal has definitely changed some. Later on in 1970, the same year, Black Sabbath would put out one of the all-time best metal albums ever, which still people rank within the top 3 best metal albums written. That they put this with Metallica, Master of Puppets, and what would be the third one? I guess the Cowboys from Hell, maybe British Steel. Any of those. But I'm talking about Black Sabbath's Paranoid. It's one of some of the all-time best metal songs, best metal riffs. It says Iron Man, Paranoid, War Pigs, to go on such other classics. This album has, pretty much every metal band has covered a song from this album. Funny thing, Cannibal Corpse has done a Black Sabbath cover, a very interesting one. Zero the Hero. It's very interesting because that's one of the few Black Sabbath covers that you will hear that's a non-Ozzy era tune. That is, of course, from their 1983 album Born Again, which features Ian Gillan from Deep Purple. Deep Purple also put out massive metal. Some of their stuff. They had stuff before Ian Gillan got there that wasn't so metal. Anyway, let's talk about Iron Maiden for a little bit. They rock, huh? Unfortunately for me, I do not have their biggest album, but this one still packs goodness. It's one of my favorites on this. The Trooper. Iron Maiden. A great metal band. And, I feel like I should just yap about Black Sabbath instead of every other metal band, because every metal band comes from Black Sabbath, so, anyway, I think Black Sabbath has a lot of underrated material that comes after Ozzy. Ozzy's last few albums weren't that good. They were okay. They were straying too much. They were experimenting with keyboards and weird sounds. But But it was Black Sabbath's return to heavy metal in 1980, the song Heaven and Hell, that really, really changed things for them. Dio, at the time, you know, a young strapping lad, Dio is the reason why people do this. But yeah, I definitely think that people should listen to more Black Sabbath post Ozzy. You know, from 1980 all the way up to 1995. From Heaven and Hell through Forbidden. There's a whole bunch of good in that. A whole bunch of great. And last year, Black Sabbath, as it would, known as Heaven and Hell now, put out an amazingly heavy album last year. The Devil You Know. It's when you listen to this, it blows away a lot of young heavy metal bands. These guys are grandpas. This is like listening to like your grandpa just playing heavy metal music, being heavier than you are. I mean, if this album, if you put it down to it, it out heavies even like Metallica's supposedly returned to heavy metal, which this album is really great. I don't care what anybody says. This is a very underrated Metallica album. It's my short rant about Metallica. Yeah. Bible Black, I love that song. It has an amazing riff and everything. Really check it out. You know, I got the metal album, got the Cradle of Filth, you know, Requiem and Coil. But really, it's just all about Black Sabbath today. And so I'm telling everybody to go out there on February 13th of 2010, listen to Black Sabbath's first album from start to finish in appreciation for 40 years of heavy metal. I wonder if I can add a Black Sabbath video at the end of this. Don't know. But anyway, maybe I'll end it with a Black Sabbath song playing. Alright.